2, 1. Action.
Saturday mornings with Mary and Sydney.
Thank you for coming to our talk show.
Maybe we should do a little talk show every Saturday.
We should. Okay, maybe we should do once a month.
Yeah, I guess I could do it every Saturday.
Catch up with us once a month.
Yeah, I feel like we should do an update.
Make sure that you
like, comment, and subscribe.
And follow our Instagram. We moved to Italy.
If you didn't know.
So, all right, I got here first. I got here February 23rd, special day.
You'll always remember that.
Basically got here, lived in TLF, temporary housing for 30 days. And then we looked at 3 houses, but knew this one was ours.
I can't believe it was only 3. I'm today years old that I learned that she only looked at 3 houses. Oh, you looked at a lot. You looked at so many houses. Wow. Life is a lie.
It's funny the difference because we looked at this house and that day we signed the papers. You had a lot of great options though.
I did have good options, I guess. And it was hard because I think that I was reluctant to where we chose to live. Mary and I are always together at assignments, which is cool, but they're always usually about 2 months ahead of us. I kind of feel bad that you have to be the guinea pig to go do that, but nice for me because I show up and I have an instant friend. And then you kind of already know like the lay of the land, I feel like, when I get here.
Yeah, and I'm like, we gotta go to Zaya for lunch.
Yeah, it took me, which that is still right now, it's my favorite Italian food I've had in all of Italy so far.
It's so good.
It's very good. And I just love the ambiance of that place. So we got here April 2nd, so about 6 weeks after you guys.
Nolan had training in the States in the middle, so we were closer together.
Yeah, so yeah, we overlapped better this time.
And we'll be here for 3 years.
Yeah, so we'll both be leaving in 2025, which is nice.
And then the Winter Olympics are in Cortina in 2026.
Where's that?
In the Dolomites.
No way.
Yes. We went, that's the town we stayed in.
Of course they're there when we leave.
I know. So check out that video from when the Mallorys went to Cortina.
I really kind of hate that we're not going to get to do that.
But we can go to the Olympics. They're in Paris. Yeah.
Wait, we should do that.
I want to go to an obscure sport.
Oh, do you want to go to Formula 1 race?
Oh, yeah. Nolan's been trying to go.
Dwight would love to do that.
Oh.
Yeah, so we got here in April and we looked for our house for like, I don't know when we decided. At least, we had been here for at least a month. We viewed our house in the first 2 weeks.
Wild.
Which is crazy, but we didn't decide on it because I loved it, but Chaz did not love it at first. The only thing I didn't love, me and Mary had this dream that we were gonna be like, literally like a rock's throw to each other. And the reason why I was like holding on to trying to be over here. But
yeah, we're pretty far from each other.
But it could be worse. We are technically a little bit closer than we were in Duluth.
True, good point. And we both have cars.
Yeah, we both have cars. And the good thing is that like we do things in each other's town. So it's not bad, and it's kind of nice to have like you hear me there.
The opportunity for sleepovers is greater.
I think so. I don't know. I would drive 20 minutes to Target, so I would definitely drive 20 minutes to, it's less than technically.
That's true.
We moved into our house like 2 months after getting here. We've just been adjusting to Italian life, which by the way, it's very hot. It was kind of a tease because it was cool when we got here.
I was wearing my puffy jacket at one point.
Yeah, like I was having to wear a long coat when I first got here in April. And then all of a sudden,
oh yeah, when we were in Verona.
We could barely even enjoy sitting outside at coffee because it was chilly. Just for perspective, it's gonna be 100 like all week. And AC does not flow here like it flows at home. One
selling point of our house is that we have a basement and then that's underground, so it stays way cooler.
Yeah, it does stay a lot cooler. Oh, I would like to see a house tour, I feel like, if I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Do you guys want to see a house tour? Comment below.
Comment, yeah.
The trash situation.
Oh.
That was a shocker.
I finally got it down pat in my own house, but it's hard because when you go to someone else's house, like I haven't learned your trash situation yet. Basically, you have to have at least 4, right? So you have glass, you have plastic and aluminum, you have like dry waste or like non-food waste, but like just trash, and then you have food.
And paper.
Oh my god, that's 5, yeah.
Another shock for me was that the lollipop, you can get lollipopped at any time. You can be pulled over by the Carabinieri. Okay.
Yeah, so there's the police and then there's the Carabinieri, right?
Yeah.
Carabinieri?
I don't know.
Sounds like
no one
carbonara.
calls them carbonaras.
Yeah.
And I call them carabiners. So
they literally can just stick out what looks like a little lollipop. Like think about like the lollipop kids from Wizard of Oz.
Literally.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yes.
And they can just stop you, and then you'll have no reason why, and they won't tell you why, and then they'll say, okay, good day.
It is
We've
wild.
both been stopped. 3 things, like trash, carbonari, and...
Oh, Riposo.
Oh, that is difficult.
So in the middle of the day, they take a break. Everything closes for like 2 to 4 hours. And then they go and have lunch with their families.
Which is a beautiful idea.
Yes.
But you run into some issues when you're like trying to go to a store.
Okay.
Okay, this is cute though.
Oh, that's cute. Well, camera died.
Y'all, it's hot, like we told you.
We were talking about something. Okay, anything else that surprised you when you moved here?
I did feel like we were about to say a thought, and now I can't remember what it was.
THOT.
Is that what that just sounded like?
A thought.
I thought.
That's the same word.
I thought.
What's the other word?
I thought. Oh my god, it's the same. I had a thought.
It's like there. Did we keep this in?
I don't know. Y'all, that's funny. I actually just realized that.
Let's give like a couple tips of advice for people moving to Aviano or overseas.
Okay, so earlier we were talking about things we wanted in our house. I really love taking baths. I had said, okay, I really want a place that has a bathtub because I love taking baths. But there were some places that I was like, well, maybe I could make this work. It doesn't have a bath, but maybe I could do it. It's only 3 years. Mary has a bathtub. All that being said, I found a place that does have a bathtub, and it actually checked like almost all of our boxes.
Yeah.
And I feel like finding a place that does that is well worth it, even if you're telling yourself like maybe you don't need it.
Right. You're gonna want to get out of temporary housing because that's not fun. You will start convincing yourself, oh, I could live here. The first place Nolan and I looked at was an apartment, 2-bedroom, small. And I'm like, yeah, no, I think we could make it work. And then he goes, no, this is absolutely not what we're looking for. But I could have, in that moment, talked myself into it.
Yeah.
Just because I wanted to move out.
I feel like I was the same way. Like, you convince yourself, oh, well, okay, maybe we can envision our things in here and it'll work. And I think that was like the issue, is that you're saying like, it'll work, not like you would love it. Chaz was convinced that we could live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. Coming from a house in Duluth, I own a lot of clothes. I'm gonna work on this.
I think figure out your non-negotiables. Don't talk yourself out of it.
Because 3 years is a long time.
It's a long time.
And I will say, sometimes I wish we had a little bit of a yard. We chose over, like, we had a house that was very similar with a yard, but we kind of liked the interior of the one that we chose better. But I'd say if you can check most all of your boxes, especially coming to a place like this where I don't know that like the perfect house exists, you're still gonna have some like Italian things about each home that you're like, oh, well, but I can live with that to have X, Y, and Z.
Like we have pink bathrooms, which are not a problem by me, but probably not ideal for Nolan.
No, we really wanted to be in Sicile, where Mary and Nolan are, and I guess you guys are just like right outside of it. But we are in Bolchenigo, which is a little bit further away. Like we have kind of an interesting half bath. It's red and yellow. I call it the McDonald's restroom, but or bathroom, but my cousin was here and she was like, oh, it could be in and out.
Oh,
and I was like,
funny.
oh, it could be. Fast food themed bathroom.
It's funny because remember how like in the moment it was stressful and now you're like, oh, it's just be patient. But it's so much easier to say when you're in your own house.
And it is funny because we were also saying too, like we were dying to get out of TLF and to like have our things again because both of us had not seen our items for like over a year.
No, it was a long time.
So we were just so happy to have our things, and then we get into our homes and then we get all of our things and then we're like, we don't want to unpack all this.
No, we're still unpacking some stuff.
Oh, we're not even close to being finished. We've been in it for a month, but I also had this unrealistic expectation of being settled by June, getting here in April. I didn't even move into my house until June. People say that like they feel like it takes a good 6 months to get like fully settled. And at first I thought that was crazy, but now I think I believe it.
I feel like I'm almost settled and we're coming up. It'll be 5 months in 1 week from today.
That's crazy. So yeah, I mean, I guess
it is wild.
it's a work in progress. And then the thing is, like, you don't want to spend forever in your house when you first get here because you still want to travel.
Okay, so our tip number 1, be patient.
Make your list of things that you absolutely want and wait on that.
Tip number 2 would probably be ship your car as early as you can.
Because you're going to be 1-car ops or no car ops when you first get here. Like Mary sent her car well before she came out here and she told me to and I did not listen.
But even so, mine didn't Didn't make it in time.
Yeah, so even, yeah, you want to, if you could send it like 3 months prior, then you might get here and have your car waiting on you. But my car got here in June, and we got here at the beginning of April, so it really takes a full 3 months.
Another tip would be do your visa as early as you can, but don't stress about it. You're gonna get it eventually. I was so like checking every box to get here, worried about it, but it's gonna work out. We're not the first people to get here.
I'd say don't stress about that, and also if you have a pet, don't stress about the pet documentation either, because I feel like when you get here, it's not quite as big of a deal as it seems.
No.
You need to have it, but don't stress about it.
Let's set our goals, and maybe we'll update you each month.
Okay.
This will hold us accountable, and then you can comment your goals below. Okay, I want to read 2 books a month and go to the gym 4 times a week and post 2 vlogs a week.
Those are good goals.
Those are my goals.
I'm gonna say go to the gym 3 times a week because I feel like that's a little bit more attainable.
I think that's
for me. I think in a perfect world it would be 4. I would like to read a book a month. I'm not really a reader, but I have actually read more this year than I've ever read, probably.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, turns out I just need to find books that I'm really invested in. I would like to have more activity on our pair as well. Instagram, because you guys are watching this on YouTube, but we do have an Instagram account, and
yes, follow us there.
We post like little reels and short clips of these long videos that you're gonna see, and just kind of keep you up on our day-to-day life. If you're interested in this, then maybe you'll be interested in that, and you can check us out.
And maybe we'll be more active on that, showing the day-to-day life.
Yeah, we want to post more of like who we are, and on stories, like just really getting to know Mary and I and our lifestyle here, and that's gonna be my goal, is to be more present, to get people to know who we are. I feel like when I feel really connected to accounts that like I feel like I really know the people without having met them.
We are going to a baby shower in 4 minutes.
It's a baby rager.
Okay, and this is a crazy thing. So our husbands are in a fighter pilot squadron. There are these will be what, the 11th boy in a row.
Yeah, but Caitlin broke the mold.
Oh, she's having a girl?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, well, then these are the final ones.
Yeah. 11 in a row, which
11
is so
boys in
uncommon.
a row. Because they say fighter pilots usually have girls.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like that? No.
Not approved.
Gunner does not. Yeah, he likes girls. So I think we'll wrap it up here. Hope you liked us rambling at our talk show, talking about not much, but hopefully you took a couple tips, got to know us a little more.
Yes. We're glad you're here.
Let us
We're glad
know.
you're present.
Oh, there's a lot of activity today.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, ciao.
Ciao.